Glenn, Honorable Prime Minister, and our beloved candidate and the next Member of Parliament, Khadija Amin. We are looking forward to having you in the Parliament. Our Cabinet colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, from 1956 to 2013, we have been through a series of political permutations, jumping like political grasshoppers from one political party to the next. In 1956, it was the Trinidad Labour Party and the Democratic Labour Party, the DLP, Rienzi, Cipriani and Bades. 1957, the Democratic Labour Party from the People's Democratic Party. 1961, the DLP. In 1961, the PNM redrafted the constituency boundaries to favor where their supporters lived. They tried to redraft the constituency political boundaries to guarantee that the PNM would stay in power forever. And if that wasn't good enough, they introduced the pernicious voting machines. The voting machines were introduced to rig the elections to ensure that if the boundaries did not work when they shifted it, the voting machines will rig the elections. That is why certain PNM candidates, they got more votes than they had people even registered to vote for them. In 1962, we took a new political home after the DLP, the Trinidad Labour Party, and the People's Democratic Party. In 1962, we again morphed into two other homes, the Liberal Party of Trinidad and Tobago and the Workers and Farmers Party. In 1975, we changed again. We jumped ship and formed the ULF. In 1981, it was the ONR. In 1988, in the mud and in the rain of a runway savannah, we gave birth to the genesis of our great political party, the United National Congress. And since 1988, people have been trying to divide the UNC. Our political history has been one of division, one of fragmentation, and one of segmentation. We have the Movement for Unity and Progress with Hulsi Bagan. We have Team Unity, and now we have this ILP. I don't know what ILP stands for. Some people say ILP stands for I Love Paisa. Some people say ILP, so I don't know what it stands for. Maybe ILP stands for I Love Paisa. Maybe it stands for I Love Power. Maybe it stands for I want to be a Prime Minister, but not in this day. Ladies and gentlemen, as you go through our political history, you will see as we jump from home to home in search of a stable home, in search of a stable political foundation, we formed the United National Congress. And the U for United wasn't chosen by accident. The U was chosen because after our political history of fragmentation and division, our people wanted one thing, and that was political unity. Political unity for United National Congress. From 1956 to 1986, the PNM ruled this country for 30 consecutive years. 3 decades of uninterrupted rule. And in 30 years, the PNM couldn't find a single Hindu minister to put in their cabinet. Today I want to tell you, under the leadership of Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesa, today's cabinet comprises 16 Christians, 11 Hindus, and 4 Muslims. Diversity and representation across the demographics of Trinidad and Tobago. Can you imagine going back to a PNM where the Prime Minister Patrick Manning said he's looking for Indians, he can't find none? You want to go back to being invisible? Ladies and gentlemen, a vote for I Love Paisa is a vote for the PNM. A vote for I Love Power is a vote for the PNM. Anytime you put your X by anything but the UNC, you're scoring our own goal. That is like turning around and kicking the goal, kicking the ball past your own goalkeeper into your own goal. My brothers and sisters, how much more could we have asked our beloved Prime Minister to take? How much more could she grieve? How much more could she suffer the distress and the anguish of standing up for someone whom we all loved and cherished, and someone who we all wish well? When the calumny, when the humiliation and the distress comes down and cascades down upon her head and shoulders like an avalanche. Every single day on the newspapers, you see on the front page the corruption allegations. We saw what the FIFA Ethics Committee had to say, and the Prime Minister stood resolutely. But how much could we expect her to take? There must come a time when, as a leader of her people, as a leader of her country, she had to say enough is enough. She had to say when the evidence came out. When faced with incontrovertible evidence from the FIFA Ethics Committee report, she had no choice but to act. And she had to say, no one man is bigger than her team. She had to say, I am the leader, I am the Prime Minister, and no one man or woman is bigger than my government. She had to say that no one man is bigger than my country and my people. Because what motivates and inspires Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Visesa to be at the helm of this government is the future of your children. We all know she has been the most successful Minister of Education. She ensured that every child after common entrance got an education in secondary school. And it is when she looks into the eyes of your children, and I ask you to emulate and look into the eyes of your children and tell them that Jack Warner is more important than their future. There came a point in time when my Prime Minister had to stop grieving. She had to stop grieving, and she had to say that no more one-man show. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I say to you, green might be a nice color, but green is also the color of the leaf that gives shade to the valley shade when the sun is pouring down on it. And in the same way that the valley shade cannot flourish and grow without the sunlight, in the same way I say that the rays of the rising sun will set upon everything that is green and convert it into yellow. And after the election, UNC will prevail. We will come and wash into the sea of yellow as we march on to victory to ensure that Prime Minister Visesa remains our Prime Minister and political leader. Long live the UNC, long live Kamla Prasad Visesa, and long live our great party. I thank you.
Let's hear it for the